What's going on, guys? Killer6 back with another Borderlands 3 video, and this one's pretty important because right now we are at the 10-year anniversary of Borderlands, and they are celebrating by doing a month-long event where every single week features a new kind of thing that you can do, and it's actually going to go for 5 weeks. And in the first week, we are on what we call Boss Week. So starting on October 8th, or actually starting the other day, what was it, Monday? Starting on Monday, and then ending on October 8th, or was it Tuesday? God, I've like completely lost. My mom had heart surgery this week, so like my entire week has just been a blur, and I'm exhausted. So forgive me if I'm telling you guys anything wrong. You can find all this information at borderlands.com, obviously, and I'm going to show it on the screen right now. During boss week, some bosses will have an increased chance to drop a unique legendary item, and right here on the screen you can see a full list of what those things are and who drops them. And I'm actually going to show you guys in this video where these enemies are, just in case you are not yet familiar, because I know that, you know, guys like me and Jolts and Morning After Kill, and we all play a ton, so sometimes maybe we forget that you guys possibly don't know where to find these guys. And I want to show you guys real quick and kind of give you a sort of a quick guide on how to, you know, get these things. So basically, so let's start with Mouthpiece. Mouthpiece has an increased chance to drop the Gatling gun. Mouthpiece is located on Ascension Bluff, and you have to go all the way through the map basically and get to him. Now once you do get to him, you can save and quit at that spot right before him, and there's a vending machine there so you can refill your ammo every time, and you just drop in, kill him. Now remember, he's got immune phases, so you can't do anything about that, but obviously aim for his head, avoid his shield, and watch out for the things on the floor to let you know where in the arena the sound's gonna blast you. So basically you're gonna be mostly staying toward the middle of the arena. Up next is Kilovolt. Kilovolt has an increased chance to drop the Brainstormer. Now, I don't know if it was just me, but while I was killing Kilovolt, I got multiple Brainstormers. I got a freaking Thunderball Fist. I got several like shock-based items. So I don't know if maybe they've increased the chance for him to drop a lot of other things as well, but he can't drop the Brainstormer. A couple things to note about Kilovolt is obviously don't try and use electricity on him. He is very, very resistant to that. If you have a Transformer shield, put it on. It'll keep you safe from all of his electricity. Otherwise, Flacker does amazing work here. Also, the gun that you got from Mouthpiece earlier on your previous farm, the Gatling gun. If you get that Gatling gun from Mouthpiece, take it and go kill Kilovolt with it. It works really well on him. Up next, we got Gigamine. Gigamine has increased chance to drop the Nagata. This is a grenade mod. I haven't used it much myself, so I can't tell you one thing or another about it. But to farm Gigamine, basically you're going to spawn in at Meridian Metroplex. You're going to go around that first corner right beside where that coffee mission was, and you're going to go to Gigamine. Now, Gigamine himself is pretty easy as well. Again, the Gatling gun that you got from Mouthpiece would absolutely wreck Gigamine, so feel free to use that here. The Brainstormer will melt through shields, so you know, if you have to deal with that, then do that as well. Obviously, again, if you have a Flacker works amazing on most of these bosses. Up next, Categorical Ball. Now this one is where it gets a little trickier. A lot of people have trouble with Categorical Ball, but if you did get the aforementioned Gatling gun and the aforementioned Brainstormer, then that's going to carry you easily versus Categorical Ball. Use the cover in the arena, hit him with the Gatling gun, take out that first bar of armor. Obviously, if you have something that melts armor, a good corrosive Lyuda obviously would be great. Corrosive anything is going to do well on that. And then switch to the Brainstormer to take out his 2 shock bars. And so you can get yourself the Rectifier shield. Up next, Categorical himself. Not Categorical Ball, but Categorical. Categorical himself is located in the Atlas HQ, and he has an increased chance to drop the legendary class mods for all the Vault Hunters. I do think that it does tend to favor the Vault Hunter that you're playing as. I could be wrong on that. So if you want to go in there with some friends, then, you know, increase your chances of getting it for all the different classes as well. Alright, so to defeat Categorical, he is super annoying. He jumps all over the arena. Take you something that has some range and a good fire rate. Shoot those container type things that he jumps on that restores his shield, that breaks his shield, and then just kind of keep an eye on the mini-map so you can see where the big red skull thing is, so you know where to find him. Shoot him, rinse, repeat. It's just a long drawn out fight. Do note that there are a couple red chests after you fight him through the hallway behind there, so go ahead and grab those too while you're at it. Up next, we have the Rampager. The Rampager has an increased chance to drop the Kill of the Wisp. Now, the Kill of the Wisp is a Malawan shotgun. I'm not a big fan of it. It does do really well on shields, but, you know, it's not something that I think is really worth the farm. Rampager himself is real easy. He has 3 phases with immune phases between each of those. His first phase, basically, you're just going to whittle him down with, you know, whatever you got that does a lot of damage. Again, the Gatling gun will do really well here. Obviously, I prefer to use the Flacker and Lyuda because I've been lucky enough to get those. So if you got those, use those. But on each of his phases, it's just a matter of doing damage, getting him to his immune phase, rinse, repeat. Nothing too complicated about the Rampager. Up next, we got Warden. Warden has an increased chance to drop the Echo. Now, the Echo is a Torg pistol. Warden you can find on the map Anvil in Eden 6, and he's located here, as you can see on the map. And the Echo, again, like I said, is a Torg pistol. It's a pretty cool pistol. It basically, when you shoot it, it teleports the projectiles to the location that you aimed at, and then they explode like sticky bomb style. It's a pretty cool gun. Now, to beat the Warden, again, he's like a Goliath style, and he has a couple of immune phases. The Gatling gun, again, is going to work really well here. So basically, once you do that Mouthpiece farm, that Gatling gun is going to carry you for a lot of these other farms, honestly. So yeah, Warden's not real complicated. He does have a red chest in his little office area back at the back of the map, so remember to get that as well. Up next, we got Genevieve. Genevieve has an increased chance to drop the 10 gallon. Now, the 10 gallon, I have not messed around with much yet. And actually, I didn't even get a chance to farm Genevieve yet for this. So this footage is going to be of Genevieve before the drop rate change, because I haven't gone and farmed this yet. To kill Genevieve, again, high fire rate weapons. The Gatling gun's going to do well here. The Brainstormer is going to help with shield stuff. So yeah, you're gonna have the gear from doing the previous farms to kill her. It's not a real complicated farm. Also, nearby to her is Maximilian. So if you want to like dip back slightly and go kill him, you can get the Humongous the Horizon, which is a really good TDR weapon. Up next, we have Aurelia. Aurelia can drop the Creeping Death. Now, Aurelia is located in Black Barrel Cellars, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you right off the bat, this gun's not worth getting. It's just not. If you're a completionist, sure, go get it, but otherwise, it's pretty bad. I think Jolt's Dude actually did a review on this. If you want to check his review out, by all means, it's just not a good gun. It's definitely not worth the hassle of this fight. To fight Aurelia, obviously take fire weapons and anything that protects you from being frozen. That's all you need to know about that fight. Up next, we got Graveward dropping the Earworm. Now, this one is possibly my favorite because the Earworm is a brand new thing, man. It's something new that we've never seen before. So definitely, I would recommend getting this. The Earworm is really cool. It has a really cool effect that when you shoot it, it basically sounds like you're making like a metal riff. So definitely get that. To fight Graveward, I mean, obviously everybody just drops in there with a Lyuda and just melts him. So whatever you got that does a lot of damage, again, the Gatling gun would do really well here. So the Gatling gun can carry you through most of these things. And if this video is not a glowing review for Gatling guns, I don't know what is, okay? Up next, we got Pain and Terror, who have an increased chance to drop legendary class mods for all Vault Hunters. Pain and Terror is actually the Agonizer 9000 or whatever it's called, the big robot head boss thing that you fight inside of the guts of Carnivora. So to fight that thing, shoot the gas cans that are located all over its body, and that does a lot of damage. If you have a Flacker makes really good short work of this guy, and again, Lyuda for the phase where you have to shoot the Iridium. And yeah, pretty easy fight once you know how to handle him. Dodge all of his attacks, obviously. Yeah, nothing too complicated there. Up next, we got Troy. Troy has an increased chance to drop the Nova Burner. The Nova Burner is a shield. I have not yet used the Nova Burner, so I can't tell you much about it. But the Troy fight, the first time you fight Troy, if you're like me, it was difficult. It really was. But now that, you know, you're probably in game and, you know what you're doing a little bit, you probably got some good gear, he's not that complicated. Good high fire rate weapons do really well here. Anything that has a good crit modifier, shoot him in the head. Dodge his little orbs that he launches out when he like lands and sends those at you. Eventually he does like a ground attack kind of thing. You can dodge that just by strafing. He's not real complicated once you know that. And yeah, go farm him, get yourself an overburner. And then finally, Tyreme. She has an increased chance to drop the bitch. Now, if you guys remember, the bitch is returning from Borderlands 2. One of my favorite SMGs from Borderlands 2. It was actually my very first legendary from Borderlands 2. Some of you guys might know that. Is it worth farming in this game? Honestly, I don't think so. The bitch in this game is just not as good as a lot of other SMGs. Like, you got the Nighthawk and you got the Crossroads. You have so many other options that are better than the bitch. However, if you are a completionist like me and you want to get the bitch, this is how you can do it. To locate Tyreme, you need to head to Necrotafeo, head to the Pyre of Stars, and then go to the teleporter into the Destroyer's Rift. Flacker does amazing work again. Torgue shotguns do great work on her. Lyuda does great work on her. So, and Gatling gun. The Gatling gun that you got earlier will do really well on her as well. So that's all you got to do. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please take a second to hit that like button, hit subscribe for more, tap the bell icon to be notified when I post new videos. If you guys need any help, if you are looking for groups to play with, etc., you can join my Discord. There's a link for that down in the underbar as well. Or you can just post comments down below asking for specific advice on how to handle these different bosses. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.